Hello everyone, this is Oliver from Newcastle. I'm very glad you are here to see my video. Think with Newcastle find the difference. If you like our channel, please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Today I want to show you how to save the feed cost for laying hens. And I will show you a PPT. In the PPT, you will know full contents about it. Thank you.
Today I want to show you how to save feed cost for laying hens. And today we will show you an PPT. Save feed cost measures on layer chicks breeding. Today have four contents. The first is the challenges on layer breeding. The second is about cost situation in laying breeding. The third is the measures on saving feed cost, optimize the production. The fourth is bioacids application on laying hens to save the feed cost. The first is challenges on layer breeding. First is the challenges brought by the COVID-19. The COVID-19 has brought economic downturn, consumption weakening, supply chain is blocked, and increased the market uncertainty. So the second is challenges from feed materials and ingredients price. As we all know that from the last year, the first month, the January 2020 till now, the corn price has risen about by 15%, and soya-bean price risen by 20 to 14%, high up to 43%. And the layer feed cost risen by 25 to 35%. And the third challenge is by industry development. Since last year till now, is the development of large-scale and intensive breeding has brought about industry adjustment and overcapacity. In 2020, the population of layers in China exceeds 1.4 to 1.6 billion. 1.2 billion of layers are in egg production stage. The fourth is challenge brought by epidemic disease to layer breeding. For example, the AI, IB, ND, and MS. It also has the problem by the disease is the lower laying rate, poor egg quality, disease with respiratory system or intestinal tract. This table is showed is the layer breeding benefits vs the cost since the first month of last year. Through this table, we can see the blue line is the egg price index, the red line is the price index, and the green one is the profit index. The egg price index minus the price index, we can get the profit index. From this green one, we can see that the whole industry is at a loss. So it is necessary to think more about reducing cost and improving performance in layer production. Now, survival is the first important thing for all the breeding farmers and the feed factory. The second part, cost situation in laying breeding. There are some differences in the breeding cost of different scale farmers. The large scaler is the bigger than medium scaler, bigger than the small scaler, and bigger than the individual owner. The current feed cost has increased by about 20% due to the increase in the cost of materials. As we all know that, it's the feed cost is about 17%. Then is the labor cost and the depreciation cost. For the large scale feed mill, the labor cost and the depreciation cost is more than more than the medium and the smallest killer. So the last killer is the medium, is the bigger, the cost is the bigger than the medium and smallest killer female. The third is the measures on saving feed cost, optimize production. First, adjust the management according to the market demand. In China, have the situation is the some place of China like the brown eggs, some place like the white eggs, and some place like the pink eggs. So the breeding farmers should select the proper breed to improve the performance. The second is improve egg quality for more benefits. Here has the Bile is the in Hebei province of China. The eggs in kilograms and price in US dollars. Man have controlled the egg quality to show the customers the quality is better. The customers, the supermarket and the restaurant can accept it the special price for the special eggs. The third one, make different brand egg product and improve breeding. In China, have two companies. One is the Deqingyuan, the other one is the Tetilishi. They have made their special brand for the eggs. One is the Marshallese, the other one is the OMG. The price of this brand eggs is about 16 times than the normal eggs. Then is some company or some breeding farmers is also adjust the production plan according to the market situation. Is the table is the egg price trend since 2009 to 2018. Some breeding farmers is also adjust the production plan according to the market demand for the eggs. So when the price of the eggs in the market is higher, they will produce more. When the egg price is lower, they will produce the vinegar. So the second is strengthen breeding management and reduce production cost. The first, strengthen biosafety management and prevent disease. Epidemic disease impact production performance. For example, the egg production, egg quality, and feed gain rate. And also, because of the disease, increase the drug and medicine expenses. Because in China, have an outbreak is the family has 10,000 golden, the higher one is not counted. The second is the data management to reduce cost and increase the efficiency, tracking problem and timely control. For some big company or some big breeding farms, they will through the data management reduce the cost and increase the efficiency. They make a table like this: the date, day, how many weeks, how many stocks, and the number of the live elimination, number of deaths elimination, and even the week feed, how many feed the per chink per day need, and the egg production rate, average egg weight, and the others, to show is how is the tracking problem is and in time to control the problem. The third one is strengthen the weed management. Through the table, we can see that in 1909, The laying hen's weight is about 2.4 kilogram, and in 2000, the egg weight is about 2.2 kilogram, and in 2010, the weight of the laying hens is about 1.9 kilogram. So we can also through a trial get the result is that when the laying hens in the different weight, we take it in the same temperature, daily egg production and daily gain weight, we can get the energy needs and feed intake. So we can get the result is the energy requirement and feed intake increased by 4.5 kilo and 9.7 gram for each 15 gram body weight gain. Then is the fourth is strength the house temperature management, and we also make a trial is the same body weight and the daily egg production rate, daily gain weight is the same. We let the laying hens in the different temperature, and so we get the different energy need and feed intake, and we get the result is for 1 degree Celsius increase in temperature, the energy requires 4 kilo less and feed intake decreased by 1.5 gram per chicken per day. The fifth is egg weight management. In China, have the special sales situation is the one carton is have 316 pieces of eggs, and but the price is the same, and the weight is different. But the weight is different, so the farmers can increase through control the weight of the laying eggs to control the farmers through control the weight of the laying hens to control the weight of the eggs, and the FCR is the same, feed cost is the same, but feed cost per kilogram is same, but the feed cost is decreased and cost will be decreased, but the profit have increased. The 3 is control feed cost. Because now the coin price and the soybean price have increased so much, and we should now select the high quality but cheap raw materials. For example, the DDGS, gluten seed meal, wheat, barley, sorghum, and whole-seed rice and peanut meal. The second is precision in the feed formula. The breed farmers select the breed and to control the production performance and feeding stage but the feed meal is select the breeding mode and local climate to optimize the nutrition concentration. The third is management of feed quality. First of all, we should know that is the feed nutrition is the basic thing, but it also have some problem is the influence the feed quality. The first is the mycotoxins. The second is the antibiotics is prohibited to use, which is a great challenge to intestinal diseases. So as to control the feed quality, we should control the things, antibiotics and mycotoxins. The fourth is the application of biociders. The first is to improve the feed efficiency. We have did a trial is the effect of biases on production performance of laying hens in later laying period. We have taken a Bile is adding 200 milligram per kilogram biocide significantly reduced the mortality by 25%, significantly increased the laying rate by 4%, and significantly reduced the feed to egg ratio. And from the table, we can see that the average feed to egg ratio have decreased from 2.3 to 2.22 by about 4%. There's also a feedback from the Jordan customers. And in the first 3 weeks, from the 78 to the 18 weeks, we don't use the biociders, but we use the biociders from the 28 weeks to the 33 weeks. We get the calculation is the feed gain rate it decreased from 2.4 to 2.3 is by about 4%. The case 3 is the effect of dietary biocide levels on liver health of laying hens. And through the 6th point, we can see the result. First is the laying rate, the second is the egg production, the third one is the feed intake, the fourth one is feed gain rate, the fifth one is mortality, and the sixth one is the abdominal fat. First, we will show the egg production rate, and we use the biociders before and after the 12 weeks. The first impact of different dosage of biocide on laying rate. Through the result, we can see that is when we adding the biociders is the 0 ppm, we can see the line is the declined, and then we adding the 13 ppm, we can see the egg production rate declined is the vinegar, and then we adding 60 ppm, the trend is the decline is the smaller, and when we adding the biocide in 90 ppm and 120 ppm, we can see the line is the increased. Then the average egg production, we can see that the impact of the different dosage of biocide on egg production is the same as the egg production rate. So the egg production rate is the same as average egg production. The faint line are same, but the result is different. The third one is feed gain rate. We can see is from this is the feed gain rate is the opposite with the average egg production and opposite with the egg production rate. Then the fourth is the effect of different doses of biocide on abdominal fat. We can through the table is that after we adding more biociders, the abdominal fat rate is the declined from 2.04% declined to 1.18%. The case 4 is the application in the feed mill. The ME reduced by 20 kilo and crude per ton reduced by 0.2%, and add biocide by 200 gram per ton, and saving feed cost is by about $2 per ton feed. So we can also through the table is seeing the result. So the laying rate, egg feed intake, egg weight, feed gain rate, crack rate, and mortality. We can see that the result is the same, but through adjusted the formula, and we have saved the feed cost is about $2 per ton feed. Second, reduce mortality in later laying hens. The case file is the highline burst. 59 weeks is the for about 14.7 burst with biocide added by 500 grams per ton and used for 18 days. And 10 days before using, and during the using biociders, the 18th day, we can get the difference is the average daily death number is the increased 5. The average daily mortality decreased 0.01%, and the average daily fatty liver rate decreased by 14.1%, and the average daily fatty liver declined by 10. The CAC rate also declined 0.06%. The case 2 is the 15 weeks laying hens, 15.87 births, 1 kilogram per ton in the first days, and 0.5 kilogram per ton biociders in the following 7 days. And we can see from the table is the before using biociders, the mortality situation is about 0.568%, and during using biociders, the mortality is about 0.484%, and after using biociders, the mortality is about 0.436%. And the case 3 is the feedbacks from Malaysia, and we can see from we can take through three load, the load 4, load 5, and load 6. We can get the effect of biocide on mortality. First, we see the load 4. Through the line, we can see the effect of biocide on mortality is the declined. Then we see the load 6. The load 6 should also declined. But in the load 5, have a problem is the temperature control. So have the line is the first increase, then decrease. The 3 is improved egg quality to increase the benefits. We have did a trial in the Northeast Agricultural University, application of biociders and tolerant in laying hens. We take 214 highline birds adding biocide for 14 days. Effect of biocide on egg quality. We can see through the 3 index, the yolk color, concentrated protein heat, and how unit. We can see the dose after adding biociders through the increase of the dosage, the yolk color, concentrated protein heat, and how unit increased. Then is the result is the communication using biociders plus the choline chloride. And the first not adding biocide and not adding choline chloride is we can see the egg shell thickness, crack rate, sound shell X rate, and the total back rate is this number. After we adding only the choline chloride, is the number is 2. Then we made a trial is 100 ppm biociders plus only 100 biociders. The result is the better than the only adding the choline chloride. After we adding biociders plus the choline taurate, we can get the result is better than before. So we can see that biociders have the synergistic effect with choline taurate. Last, we want to show our business in the global market. Now, our biociders have sales about 27 countries in Asia, Africa, North America, and South America. And the fifth is the strategic partners. If we have now is some domestic partners, New Hope 六合 CP, Asia Pacific, 中汇 Cofco, 南宝 大北农 海大 通威 奥华 大德 凤翔 三荣 龙海 春雪 仙潭 etc. So that's all for today. Thank you.
Okay everyone, that's all for today. If you like our channel, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you to the chance and the difference. Okay, bye bye.